Hello everyone, welcome to Cloud Patashala's AWS video series in which we are discussing multiple AWS services and features. So far in this video series, we have created a VPC, we have created subnets, we have created our own custom route tables as well as network access control lists. Today we would be creating our first EC2 instance, and we would then be seeing an important feature in the subnet settings, which is an important one. So let's go to the EC2 section, wherein we would be creating our first EC2 instance, and I would be selecting a Windows server just for the ease of understanding of everyone. So I'll go to instances. As you see, there are no instances that are running in my region. Also, there are no instances which are in any other state. In order to launch the EC2 instance, right, we could always click on launch instance and select this option. We could filter the AMIs, and I could say Windows and hit enter. So this would filter all the Windows AMIs that are available for us. I have a wide range of Windows AMIs available for us. We could use a 2019 base or a 2019 base with containerization enabled on it, or we could also have a SQL Server pre-installed AMI. We also have a 2022 base Windows AMI, so let's select this. I would be going forward and would be selecting the instance type. Now we would be having a detailed video on what instance types are, but as for this video, like, we would be creating a T2 medium, which is having 2 vCPUs, that's 1 CPU and 4 gigs of memory. So I would be going to the next configuration window, wherein we would be selecting the VPC in which we want to create the EC2 instance. I'd also be selecting the subnet in which we want the EC2 instance to be created. And then there is this important feature that we see saying auto assign public IPs, but as of now this is saying as disabled, and this is using the settings of the subnet. So let's see if the other subnet has a different setting. As you see, it's still pointing out to the old setting. So in that case, what we would be doing is I'll be clicking on cancel, going back to my VPC console, going to my subnets, and trying to find the options which can be enabled so that we could have public IP addresses assigned automatically to our EC2 instances which are created in those subnets. So if I scroll down, I go to edit subnet settings, and this is where I have to enable the option which says enable auto assign public IPv4 addresses. And once I do this, I could click on save, and now if I go to your EC2 console and start launching my first EC2 instance, I should be getting the option to auto assign the EC2 instance with the public IP by default. So I've selected the same AMI, that is 2022. We will be selecting T2 medium. I'll be selecting the VPC. I've selected the subnet. If I select subnet 1B, if you see that the settings are still disabled, but if I change to 1A, it would be enabled by default. Now this is something which is recommended to be done when you are having a subnet in which you are supposed to have EC2 instances getting public IPs automatically. Now this is a very important feature which has to be done when you set up your subnets, ideally. So once this is done, once the auto assign IP addresses is available, we would be creating our storage. I would leave the storage as it is. We could have encryption over here, wherein I could use the default encryption that's available, and then click add tags. I'll give a name convention for this. So it's again CTP00. This is Windows 2022 SRV1 is what I will say. I'll go to create security groups. Now, security groups are the second firewall that we have. We would have a detailed video on security groups as well. As of now, I would be creating a new security group, saying this to the CPP00. This is Windows, so I'll say Windows RDP to public. The reason the naming convention says public is because we are allowing the request to come to this EC2 instance from the entire internet. So if I do this, we would be allowing the EC2 instances connections to the EC2 instances from the internet. I could also create a new rule wherein I could always give my public IP address, and AWS would calculate what the IP address is of AWS would calculate what is our public IP address and keep it here. For now, I would be removing the public access and keeping it to my public IP. I'll review and launch the instance. Now, I would be there are no key pairs that I have, so I'll be creating a new key pair, and I'll say this to be CPP00 US East 1. I'll download the key pair. I have to make sure that the key pair is downloaded in a good location. Now that I've downloaded the key pair, I would review and launch the instance. So this is how the EC2 instance is created in our AWS account. In the next video, we would be looking at how to connect to the EC2 instance, the details that are needed for us to connect to the EC2 instance, the process in which we could decrypt the password that is needed to log into the EC2 instance, and many other things. Thank you so much for watching the video till now. I hope you liked the video. If so, please like and share this video. Do also subscribe to our channel if you want to see more such informative videos. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great time.